nearness of you, Jane, for which we are so grateful today. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the home of the Calgary Unitarians. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your journey of faith or search for meaning, welcome. If you are visiting for the first time or the first time in a long time, know that we are grateful to have you with us. And if you're comfortable standing and identifying yourself, we'd love to meet you. If there's anybody? Not today? Okay. I'd like to share our mission statement with you. We come together in beloved community to grow in wisdom, welcome, and deepen relationships, and act for a just and sustainable world. My name is Carol Yankee. I use the pronouns she and her, and I'm proud to serve as your treasurer this year. I started attending services back in 2019. Seems like a long time ago. Lots has happened. But today we are celebrating community, and that is exactly why I just keep coming back. Community helps make sense of all the craziness in the world, and we really do live our mission statement of learn, connect, and act here. For those of you here in person, please stay for coffee and chili after the service today. And if you're joining us online, please join in a virtual coffee hour. There will be a link in the chat, and you can also find a link on the website. Now, wherever we are, let us remember and acknowledge the traditional territories and languages of all whose ancestors came before us. We recognize our responsibility to be stewards of this land and acknowledge that we do so in cooperation with the people of the Blackfoot Confederacy of Southern Alberta, comprised of the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Dene First Nation band Tsuut'ina, and the 3 bands of the Stoney Nakoda First Nation, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. Mohkinstsis, the Blackfoot word for what is now known as the City of Calgary, is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. In offering a land acknowledgement, we honor those who have long been her stewards and accept our shared responsibility to be good caretakers. We acknowledge that Treaty 7, signed September 22nd, 1877, was entered into as a collaboration between settlers and Indigenous people, and that makes us all treaty people. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Reverend Shelley Thompson. My pronouns are she and her, and I am so happy and thrilled to be the interim minister here at Calgary Unitarians with all of you amazing people, in person, online, wherever you are today. And again, if anyone is a newcomer with us, this is an opportunity, just an invitation, if you want to raise your hand and tell us your name so that we get a good look at you and can say hi. You can also have that same chance when we all get up and start introducing and saying hi to one another. And again, at coffee hour and lunch, there's more chances to say, hi, I'm new, and let us get to know you. So plenty of chances there. Would anybody like to say hello now? Okay, well, we have lots of chances later to do so. Good morning, everyone. And I'm so happy to see some young children with us. Sheila always gives us a great story, so we're excited that you're here to listen to story time with us, because it makes us look good, that we're really learning from the story, but we can just say, hey, it's a children's story. And we feel a little bit better about ourselves sometimes. So, now is the time when we all want to rise, embody your spirit, and wave at Zoom and say good morning, Zoom, and talk to each other and say hello and greet this wonderful community. Good morning, Jane. Hey, Cora. Hello, choir. Hi, Kachiji. Good morning, Brandis. Oh, I'm so glad we have lunch today where we can all catch up and visit and really dive in to being together. I am so excited. There are hugs again. I missed hugs. I went 2 years without a hug, and I now appreciate them even more. So thank you, everybody who's able to share hugs. It's our tradition to begin by lighting our flaming chalice as a beacon of hope, of beloved community. Our chalice lighting words this morning are from the Reverend Nanan Soto. If I sent you a text, it would say simply, "I have good news." Would you text me back? If I sent you a note on my very best note card with a sticker and a postage stamp that said, "You are not gonna believe this," in a way meant to allow you to suspend some disbelief, not to tease you for being skeptical, would you read the inside? You're used to the casual mentions of the place where you belong here with us. Faith, ethics, love, and action. But what if more were possible? What if you had a sign? Garish, neon, brimming with enthusiasm, the occasional blink, and an ongoing buzz zapper buzz. You are the oasis. You are the hospital for broken hearts. Whatever it is that keeps you shy, reserved, appropriate in telling where it is that folks can belong and grow back into their injured hearts, that part of you is worth a challenge. Grow unashamed at your own healing and connection. Grow proud of your diligence in keeping mutually dependent promises. Grow affectionate and supportive toward your community, even though it's imperfect. But most of all, be foolish for love, tender-hearted for love, and bold for love. Boldly, you must hang your light. Neon buzzing bright, and do not be chagrined when your light blinks. It is a silent song of yes. You are welcome here. Boldly give your love and arrive at your joy. Let us worship together. Please rise in body or spirit for our opening hymn.
Let this be our
And now we're going to hear from Jeff. Where's Jeff? There he is. He's a member of our fabulous stewardship team. Yay, stewardship. And he's got some news.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Grutz, and I am representing our 2022-23 Stewardship Pledge Campaign team consisting of Duff.
2023-24.
Oh, that's what I had first, but I crossed it out. Right, well, whatever.
Next year.
Yeah, the next year pledge campaign consisting of Duff, Mitch, Brandis, Loretta, Christopher, and we work in coordination with additional canvassers, 11 canvassers. Please rise and be recognized if you're part of this year's stewardship campaign, the team and or canvassers. So our asking for others for money isn't the easiest task for any of us. However, working with this group has been really a creative exercise, mutually supportive, and fun. Next January, should you be interested in assisting our community for a mere 3-month period with once weekly, quick 1-hour Zoom meetings, please consider helping out on our stewardship committee. Let's review progress on our current pledge campaign with a view of these 2 bar graphs. Take it away, Mitch and Robert. Okay, here we go. So we set a more or less discretionary limit of, we're hoping to get 100 pledges, and we're hoping to reach $20,000 this year. They can see. How about 200,000, right, to date? Sorry, Carol. Yeah, we can do better than 20,000. What's a few zeros between friends? Personal pledge packets were distributed on March 5th by hand or by mail, so you should have them all by now. If you'd like one but didn't get one, visit the stewardship table, 2 sets of doors to the north, during our coffee time to pick up a brochure and a pledge form.
Brandis has pledge forms in her hand now because we are going to have a special ceremony. And so if you don't have one and you'll want one, you come on and get one from Brandis, raise your hand, she'll bring you one right now.
Just getting to that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought I invented that part earlier and I didn't tell you yet.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Here's a reminder that there are 4+ ways to submit your pledge. If you were at last Sunday's service, you will recall Brandis's audience participation performance. So let's review that. I point and you respond with the word or. Okay, so let's give that a try. Okay, so the first method is, the form is here with you today, commitment to Sunday, when we gather pledges, and following today's service, we'll have a delicious chili lunch. Or place the form in our pledge box at the stewardship table, or send in the post, or put through this building's outdoor mail slot, or pledge online at the e-address in our brochure, or, what's last? Send an email to pledge@calgaryunitarians.ca. So congratulations, you all did well on that. Pledges, no. Or what else? Yeah, or take that from Brandis. So pledges can be submitted anytime, but pledges need to be in by next Saturday, March 25th at 5 p.m. to get your name in for the draw for a yummy gift basket that's on display right now no, it's not on display. It is there at the stewardship table. Over the past 3 Sundays, you've heard from 4 of our members about why they have chosen to be part of our community and support it financially. Michael and Leah Laboldis, Breton Saunders, Alex Shoemaker. Today, I have the pleasure to introduce our final presenter, Liz Blackstock. Timing of who was able to speak when was left to the presenters. Liz's offering today is purely coincidental with what we heard last Sunday. Liz, please.
Thanks, Dad. Let's hear it for Liz, everybody. Testify.
Thank you. Yeah, just another plug for the service auction. And so we have the service auction pamphlets set up in the Wickenden Hall on one of those tables. And please help yourself to some of the items, the wonderful items that people are offering. Yeah. So I appreciated hearing Alex Schumacher's testimonial last Sunday as he discussed his journey from his Anglican roots to finding the liberalism in the Unitarian Universalist Church that captured his attention. I, like Alex, came from much the same religious background as my father was an Anglican priest. And I also, like Alex, attended an Anglican boarding school. I ended up leaving the Anglican Church in my early 30s and finding the Calgary Unitarian Church about the same time Alex did in 2010, and I have never looked back. Through the process of reflection and reading, I am beginning to understand the differences between the traditional Christian church I left in my 30s and embracing the Unitarian Universalism that I have come to love. What caused me, or Alex, or anyone else for that matter, to leave our Christian faith behind and embrace Unitarian Universalism is the topic of my testimonial today. I have been in the process of getting to know the history of the Unitarian Church through a book I am currently reading called Unitarians in Canada. And because of my Anglican roots, I also will allude to an article I discovered recently titled Difference Between Unitarian Universalism and Anglicanism. The Anglican Church and the UU Church both originated in Europe, but there are significant differences in their doctrines, their traditions, customs, and views on God. Anglicans believe that Jesus was born of a virgin and is both human and God. The Anglican Church believes that God exists in three separate entities: the Holy Spirit, God the Father, and Jesus Christ, who is one with God. However, the UUs believe that Jesus Christ was simply a man. The UUs also believe that God is believed to be a single being, and they don't believe in the Trinity doctrine, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. UUs have various ways of naming what is sacred. Some believe in God, and some do not. Some believe in a sacred force in the world and call it love, mystery, source of all, spirit of life, or nature. UUs can be agnostic, theist, atheist, and everything in between because of the fact that they are all individuals of all ages, cultures, and life experiences. The UUs are open-minded people that follow their own spiritual path. They are progressive and are from diverse religious backgrounds, including none at all. What unites us is the belief in the worth and dignity of all people and a deep commitment to issues like voting rights, immigration rights, gay rights, women's rights, and climate change. People are welcome here no matter who you are or how you love. Whether you have faith or no faith at all, you will find like-minded people here. The Bible is the Anglican Church's most important text as a Christian faith. UUs do not consider any spiritual or religious text to be supreme or infallible. They believe that any religious literature should be respected and analyzed for divine wisdom and insight, but not taken literally. UUs do not have any official creeds. They unite instead around a set of 8 principles which members have in common. These principles promote the good works, tolerance, being open to and seeking truth, and recognizing and perpetuating justice, equality, and liberty. I feel so fortunate to have happened upon this wonderful community 13 years ago. I support this church financially and with the donation of my time because this is my spiritual home. I can be who I want to be and think what I want to think without judgment, with all my liberal values aligning so well with those around me.
Ooh, it's story time. Yay. Yay for story time.
All right, now I got to fix the mic because it's we're diverse in height. That is something else we are diverse in. I'm Sheila McMaster, Director of Religious Education here at the Calgary Unitarians, and my pronouns are she and her. And I love this community because every week that I'm sitting here, we laugh and we clap and we just have fun. And I really love that we do that. We don't take anything too seriously and we just have a good time. And so I always find myself smiling at some point during the service while we're all hanging out here together, because that's what it feels like. We're all just friends hanging out, having a good time. And today we're celebrating this power of community. And community starts with circles. So it's like yourself and then close friends and family, people we know at the Calgary Unitarians, or at work or at school, and then the greater circles of the community and the world. And so today the children and youth are exploring circles. We've got coloring pages and a circle craft. And what is at the center of the circle? Well, there's ourselves, but also donuts are circles. And what's at the middle of a donut? A donut hole. So we also have Timbits representing ourselves. And the center of the circle. So we will be eating those. And that should be really fun. And so I also have a great story for all of you to explore our circles of community. And it's called Circles All Around Us by Brad Montague. So we begin by drawing a circle on the ground along each shoe. A safe little place for just one person. And nobody in this circle but you. You could keep that circle closed to everyone but yourself. But that would be like a library with just one book on the shelf. So let's draw a bigger circle for you and your family to share. Now what you see, all that can happen in a circle full of care. It becomes a happier circle as more loved ones come to stay. And wouldn't it be even better if all your friends could come out and play? So you stretch and draw your circle even bigger than it's been, and let a few more people know they're welcome to come in. And in the circles all around us everywhere that we all go, there's a difference we can make and a love we can show. Yet, there are still so many outside the circle who are different in all they do, though it feels slightly uncomfortable. We draw a bigger circle for them too. And it doesn't mean the circle is easy. It can get harder the more we share. But wonderful things can happen when love is known and felt everywhere. As time passes, our eyes open, we see others we really care for. And that's when we ask ourselves, well, what's this circle really there for? So let us create a bigger circles all around us for the rest of our days. Let our caring ripple out in a million different ways. And in the circles all around us everywhere that we all go, there's a difference we can make and a love we can all show. Just remember the first circle started with just the love. Oh, and as our circles grow and grow, we watch them wonder-eyed. And remember the first circle started with just the love you hold inside. The end. And so for this week, I want to challenge all of you to think about who is inside your circle and what are some of the things we can do to expand our circles. And so this week's Children and Youth newsletter, we have the Circle Challenge, which is 25 ways to make things brighter in the circles all around us. I know, and you guys are all like, I need to get the Children and Youth newsletter. Yeah. You need to email me. Yeah, I can hook you up. And so some of the stuff we have in there is things like share. Is there a book or piece of art you already really love? Share it with someone that you care about. So someone right now is pre-reading romance novels for me. And then they lend them to me, and I already know it's a good book, and I'm like, this is so good. I am so happy about it. Another one you could do is maybe it's donuts or flowers or something handmade. Whatever it is, do something that adds delight to someone's day. Or perhaps you can start a club. So there's someone in this room who has started a women's club. Their meeting is in the e-news, and they're meeting in room 4, and it should be exciting. And she's just like, have a whole bunch of women come and we'll decide what we're gonna do. And so if you have an idea for a club or something, just start it. Just come see me and I'll help you. I'll be like, yeah, let's do this. But that's another way that we can expand our circles. Yes, thank you. I am the best at encouraging. And so now as we're thinking about expanding our circles, please join me as we sing our children downstairs to make our own circles and eat a few Timbits.
Sheila's a treasure, isn't she? Oh my goodness. It reminded me that we're almost to the vernal equinox. Speaking of big circles, our orbit around the sun is a really big circle. And I'm sure all of you know that the vernal equinox is our ascending node in our orbit, because our orbit is a little skewy compared to the plane of the ecliptic, the sun. We like scientific-y things at the UU churches, like vernal equinoxes and planes of ecliptics and stuff. So it's a wonderful time to be in contemplation about the renewal and beauty of spring that's about to spring all around us. I'm wearing sandals. I refuse to give winter any more license. Happy ascending node, everybody. Yeah, it's a good thing. Well, it is time for our ceremony. This is the commitment ceremony we have every year. And as we near the completion of the timed portion of the stewardship campaign, Show Your True Colors, we get together on this special Sunday to honor the spirit of generosity and service that makes this community possible. We are mindful that it is the commitment in your hearts, not the dollar amount of your pledge, that actually matters. Your pledges of financial support do enable us to plan another full year, the 2023-2024 one, of ministry and meaning-making, peace-building, and renewal as Calgary Unitarians continues to emerge from the pandemic and blossom into a new season of hope and possibilities. Now, during the ceremony, in a moment, but not yet, we're going to invite every single person to come up here, because you're all here, you're all present. Your presence is a gift. You are giving to all of us just by being here and contributing to our sense of beloved community. So we want everybody to come forward. And for people who like the old-fashioned pledge cards, some people will have brought those with them. Brandis has some if you want to fill one out and even just write a note on it or say, hey. Anybody who wants one, Brandis will be in our midst if you want to do that. So the idea was, back in the day when there were no oars, there were just those pledge cards. And so we'd have a little parade and everybody would get a turn to put one in the bowl. Well, we know people pledge in all the or ways now. So many of you have already done that, and we're so grateful. And we want everyone, whether you've pledged online or wherever you've done it, and if you are visiting or new, your presence is that generous gift. As I said, everyone gets lifesavers in all the true colors. And there's swag, there's pens and magnets. And if you would like a handshake, Pam is going to come forward, our fabulous board president, Pam Rickey. And we're going to set this up for you. Where'd our bowl go? Nope, that's water. There's the bowl. Dun, ta-da! And so this is our pledge bowl, and then this is the swag. So you get to kind of make a little parade. Come on up. How do you do it, Duff? Tell us.
Come up the left side.
Come up the left side.
And across in front.
And across in front. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Christopher. We'll bring this over a little bit. I guess they're going to go down the right side, maybe. And
Okay.
you can come stand.
Come up the left side. And
Over
if you
there.
have a pledge with you, drop it off in the big silver bowl. And if you don't, come on up anyway.
Come up anyway.
Everybody's welcome, because you're all going to want those lifesavers, right? Anyway, and you shake hands with our minister and our president.
That's optional, of course.
We have hand sanitizer so that everybody can be clean. Anyway, and shake hands, and then you go across to Brandis, and Brandis has some swag and some mostly pens and lifesavers to give you all, and then you go back to your seats.
And of course, the pens are a good way to be evangelists. Evangelism is sharing the good news of Unitarian Universalism. You take those pens and you give them out, and people are like, what is Unitarian Universalism? I can't even read that. And you get to tell them. It's fun. Thank you, Duff. She's going to stay here because she has been the, oh, I've got 2 microphones. I don't need 2. She's been the stewardship maven and keeper of all things stewardship for so many years, and we're so appreciative. Woo! And Meredith Simon, who's not able to be with us in person, but has also been a champion of stewardship and is the creator of this year's fabulous gift basket. And everyone who's ever been on the stewardship team, all the people who are on stewardship now, it's such a labor of love. We so appreciate you, stewardship people. And if you want to be a stewardship person, you can too. We are stewardship, and you can too. All right. And Jane's going to give us some traveling music. Now you're welcome to come line on up. Everybody come on up. And we're going to have a little community love fest. Thank you. Christopher, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, thank you. We're clean. Good morning, Ned. Good morning, Carol. Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Good morning. So glad you're here. Good morning. How are you? I know, isn't that great? I love it. Hi, Jody. So good to see you here today. Mary Jane's here. I gotta have a hug for Mary Jane. Good. Hi, Marietta Louise. I love you. Margaret's here. Hi, Margaret. Isn't this fun? Jeff's here. Jeff's here. My partner in crime. You just get up there and go with it. Good morning, OJ. How are you? She's here. Good morning, Loretta. Mwah. Good morning, Liz. I love you, sweetie. I'm so glad you're here with us. Alex! Alex is here today in the house. Good to see you. Everybody on Zoom, we love you. And we'll move the bowl. We'll move out of our own way here. We're good at that. And we're going to have lifesavers and take those to the, take them out there so that.
Do you want one?
Oh, do I want one? Oh, yeah, of course I do. Yeah, thank you. And we'll have those to take. We're going to sing up here, so if you want to take that just over there for the moment. Where's our production team? Where's Charlene? That was the best. I love you guys. And people and humans, all of you. See, this is why I like all y'all. It's everybody, all y'all. Well, now is the time when we settle down and take a moment to reflect on the joys and concerns of our lives. We know that each and every one of us has a complicated story of what all's been happening in our lives and the things we're thinking about that are carrying in our hearts for today and for the future. And we love each other so much, we really want to share these things together. They're too important not to share. It helps us when we bring those things into community with that vulnerability. We're talking about vulnerability this month. And we have some cards on a table out in the Barker room, which is that lobby place. We have cards for Pierrette, who is recovering from surgery. And we have a card for Joan Carolyn, who has been the Western Region CUC, Canadian Unitarian Council, representative for many, many years. Many of you know and love Joan Carolyn. And then for our dear Robert, who is our sexton, and he fell and hurt his foot and had to have surgery. So we're sending love to all those folks. If you would please sign the cards. Lynn Nugent. And Lynn Nugent, that's right. We have so many cards out there. It's awesome. We have a card for Lynn. Lynn's mom passed away recently, and she's gone through quite a transition time. It's been a long time coming, so we are sending love to her as well. And if there isn't a card for you, just know that we care about every person in this room. And if you need a card or a hug or a visit or a casserole or anything, all you have to do is ask. And this group of people will make it happen. So we light our candles, one for the joys and celebrations. Hey, Jane, where are we? You have one more chemo or two? That's a longer story. Jane's still doing fabulously, and she's here playing the piano with us. Yay! And in great joy, Sheila's daughter Morgan has come home from the hospital. Woo, woo, woo. Such good news. It's been a long time coming. Anybody else want to shout out some good news today?
I saw geese today.
You saw a goose? Woo! They're coming back.
Rabbits are turning brown.
Rabbits are turning brown. That is good news. Go ahead.
We've been visiting some of our old-time Unitarians.
Woo!
All that where it's been, all saying,
A
well,
little old-time religion. Give it up. Woo! Brandis.
I heard a robin singing yesterday.
Woo! Oh yeah, Rockin' Robin. Alex.
The fellowship in London, Ontario, who took over responsibility for a Afghan refugee who previously worked for me and have set up two families so that the men have work and the kids are all in school.
Oh yeah.
And the work of the London Fellowship has been absolutely fabulous.
Woo! You use solidarity. Carl.
I'll remind everybody that Muriel Turner Wilkinson, who is in the Glenmore Nursing Home, is very appreciative of any visitor.
That's right. Muriel loves visitors. That's over here on our concern candle. We know that there's a lot going on for people and families who are ill or experiencing difficulties of all kinds. Muriel loves visitors. She's lonely over there. Conrad loves visitors. He's lonely in his situation as well. And anybody else, we've mentioned Lynn and Robert and so many people that are in our thoughts and prayers right now. Anybody else want to call out any names? Purette, of course. Yay for Purette. Healing. Finally getting through this. Susan Ridley. That's right. She's recovering from a knee operation. She's doing well by all accounts. And of course, we just miss her in person. Hopefully she's watching. Susan. Anybody else?
Bob from Master.
Bob. That's right. Bob's still recovering and hanging in there. It's been a tough go. Yes, Pam.
I have a niece who is, what did I say? Just needing a lot of strength right now.
Prayers of strength for Pam's niece. Is there one over here? Liz?
I met a Unitarian, I met a Ukrainian family yesterday, and I have them on my contact list.
Yay! That's awesome. Making new friends wherever we go. Well, normally we don't do our joys and concerns out loud like this, but today is our Commitment Sunday that is all about community. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to do this today for anybody and everybody who's new and for anybody who's been here a long time, and these are your beloveds, so that we all remember. I think it's good to do this once in a while to remember what love and care and connection is available to us right here where we all are welcome and we all belong. And we light our global candle in the hopes that everyone will find such a place of belonging and care. We know we need one another our whole lives. You are all welcome to come up and light a candle or put a stone in our bowl of community. And now's the wonderful opportunity to sing Spirit of Life. And you're welcome to find a friend and hold hands if you like. And we will share this special time of reflection and prayer together.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Such a big hug. Thank you. Anybody who's watching on a printed order of service, I'm going to change it just a tiny bit, and we're going to do our offering now. And This community is so generous, we do a For Others every month. We pick a community partner that we love and admire their work so much, and we know they do it better than we do, so we offer our financial support to them. And this month it is the Calgary Climate Hub. Alex and Carl and many of our climate activists know about Calgary Climate Hub. They are a wonderful organization that is a volunteer-led nonprofit. They say their mission is to build and connect networks of empowered individuals in communities across Canada by equipping them with the tools and knowledge to bring about behaviors and policies that lead to a low-carbon, resilient, and just future. We're talking about resilience today. So to donate to the Calgary Climate Hub, they're a part of this bigger organization called the Climate Reality Project. So if you're writing a check, we want you to put Calgary Climate Hub in the memo, and then the check is to the Climate Reality Project. And those links are available in our e-news and on the internet too. We love our dear friends at Calgary Climate Hub. And at this time, we also gratefully receive the generous gifts of financial support that are the fulfillment of current pledges and any and all financial contributions that teach us all about the circle of blessings. Speaking of circles, the circle of blessings that flows from all this giving and receiving to one another. We need one another. Thank you. And while our ushers please come forward to collect the offering, we get to enjoy more music.
Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day and night, why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's doom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day.
Fabuloso, fabuloso. My dear ones, I want to share with you the words of George Odell. He was an anthropology professor who was a member of the All Souls Church, very large Unitarian Universalist church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He says, "We need one another when we mourn and would be comforted, when we are in trouble and afraid, when we despair, in temptation, and need to be recalled to our best selves again. We need one another when we would accomplish some great purpose and cannot do it alone. In the hour of our success, when we look for someone to share our triumphs, and in the hour of our defeat, when, with encouragement, we might endure and rise again. We need one another when we come to die. Gentle hands prepare us for the journey. All our lives, we are in need, and others are in need of us." I love that reading, and it speaks to the ways in which we are all vulnerable all the time, and the fact that our vulnerability is a great strength and the source of our resilience. There's reciprocity between vulnerability and resilience when we're in beloved community. I saw a great meme once. It said the word fear, and then it said the letters, F-E-A-R. It stands either for forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Now, there are certainly physical threats that call for forgetting everything and run. One of my former dogs, Tahoe, dropped her tennis ball on a wasp nest, and we forgot that ball and ran down that mountain. Right? There's a time and a place. But here in spiritual community, if we want to be a healing people who honor our wholeness and our worth and dignity, to be resilient to everything that comes our way, we can't run from vulnerability or fear, because that vulnerability is a part of everything that's great in life too. And Representative and civil rights activist John Lewis tells this great story. When he was a little boy in Arkansas, he was outside playing with his siblings and his cousins, and his aunt was there in her little house as the only adult. And a huge storm came, and they were terrified, and they ran into the house, and she gathered all 15 of the children into a corner of the house, and she said, "Hold on to each other for dear life." And they did. And the wind came whipping across and started to lift one of the corners of the house on the opposite side. And she says, "Get up, hold on tight, we're going over there, and we're gonna hold that corner down." And they did. And many more times throughout the course of that storm, holding tightly to one another, they walked with the wind to hold that house down. Amazing story, so powerful. And then John Lewis told us that the civil rights movement was like that the horrible storms, the social storms that battered the United States during the 1960s, he said, the people of conscience never left the house. They never ran away. They stayed, they came together, and they did the best they could, clasping hands and moving toward the corner of the house that was the weakest. Eventually the storm would settle, and we'd have to do it all over again. And we did, the next time a storm came. And we still do, all of us. You and I, children, holding hands, walking with the wind. This is what it means to be a people who show up and stay together no matter what. We are a people of vulnerability and resilience. And there is no greater example of this than Jane. Where'd Jane go? There she is. She's sitting with Cora, of course. Jane has led us in this incredible journey she's been on. She has boldly chosen, she and Cora, to share with us everything they're going through, which is so much. And that Team Willow, that Caring Bridge journal, is a source of such joy and inspiration and uplift and comfort to everyone who reads it. Such a huge gift, Jane, that you give and you and Cora share with us when you share yourselves in that deep and powerful way. I've been learning right along with you and laughing and crying. And you give everyone else permission too, to be vulnerable, to know that community is a strength for resilience and connection and purpose and meaning, no matter what. You do that for us, and we are so grateful. We love you so much. And I know everyone's told you to publish the book, but we know you're the real gift. And we wish we could share you with the whole world. That's what we're saying. We wish we could share you with the whole world because you're so extraordinary. We love you. The more we grow our capacity for this kind of radical presence with one another, in our pain, in our grief, in our joy, the radical presence and loving kindness toward the entirety of the human experience, the better we are able to endure everything life throws at us. And the more we enjoy the success and the celebration. We embrace our vulnerability and co-create courage, strength, and resilience that nothing and no one can take away from us, no matter what. All our lives we are in need, and others are in need of us. Amen. Ashe. We make it so. And now Brandis and Leslie are going to introduce something very special that's about to happen.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandis Purcell, and I had the honor and joy of helping collaborate with Leslie on the transcription and arrangement of this next piece. This is the world premiere of
World premiere! Woo! Sorry, guys.
the song Like a Willow, which was written for Jane by all of us with the great help of Lynn Harrison, who is a wonderfully talented musician from Toronto, Ontario, yes, and she's a UU, and helped us, got all kinds of ideas from us, and went away and came back and all our ideas in the song. And then Leslie and I just put it down on paper and wrote some simple harmonies to it, and we'd like to present it now for your enjoyment. Here's Like a Willow.
When I was
our music people put the wow in worship. It's wowship. Ha ha! Woo! I love it. Eventually, we're all going to learn all the words to that song. It's going to be sung frequently with great joy for many, many, many years to come. My dearests, we extinguish our chalice, but not the fire of resilience in our hearts. We hold one another in community wherever we go. We are never alone. And today, I've asked Jane and Christian to help us learn a gospel hymn from the African American church, I Need You to Survive. It's a beautiful song, and it does use male God language that describes faith communities as the body of the divine spirit who wants all good things for all of us. It is a loving message of inclusion and hope. So please resist the urge to tamper with the words of someone else's tradition to make yourself more comfortable, and instead embrace this opportunity to widen your circle, to include these messages of hope and resilience, and think about what this metaphor of being a body of love and divine blessing for one another, we're all part of that body. Think of your own understanding of the ways in which we need one another and are each other's sources of our greatest strength, which is our community. Please rise and body your spirit and join hands if you are interested in doing so. And we are going to be led in learning and singing, I Need You to Survive.
I need you, you need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is His will that every need to be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is His will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. It is His will that every need. And look at one another. You're important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
Thank you, everyone. You're now invited, if you're on Zoom, to get that link out of the chat and go have some special time together in coffee chat time in Zoom room. And everyone else, I hope you'll stay and have chili with us and get some more lifesavers and enjoy one another's company some more. It's been a true honor and a privilege to be with you today. The service has ended. Now the true service begins.